JW Org's Halloween Hypnosis, when your imagination becomes a weapon. Well, yesterday we talked about imagination, how religion can use it to hypnotize your mind. And right on cue, look what popped up on JW Org today. The truth about Halloween. Yep, they blew the dust off that old 2013 Awake, and they just keep using it every year. And what does it do? It's a warning. It shows that warns about demons, witches, and candy. But you know what? When you read between the lines, this isn't really about Halloween. It's about how Watchtower uses imagination, but just not the healthy kind. So you see, they condemn imagination when it's creative, but they depend on it when it's terrifying. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a look at this. Section 1, the hypnotic pattern. In hypnosis, repetition and imagery, they plant emotional associations. So Watchtower does the same thing. They don't just tell you that Halloween is evil, they make you imagine it. Picture after picture of demons, masks, witches, spirit creatures. It's visual conditioning, triggering fear every time you see something playful or symbolic. So, where did it come from? Vampires, witches, zombies? Well, these words paint mental pictures: evil, spirit, world, contact with the dead. They want you to see it in your mind until the fear feels real. That's the conditioning here, folks. They want you to feel it in your mind. That's not education. That's imagery therapy gone dark. Okay, section 2, the double standard. But here's the twist. They tell you to avoid imagination, like in Halloween here, while feeding you horror stories of their own. Armageddon, fire raining from heaven, mothers and fathers dying outside the Kingdom Hall gates, cities burning, birds picking at human remains, all in paradise illustrations meant for kids. You want to talk about horror stories? Watchtower has them buried everywhere. And they take that stuff in, not just one day of the year, every day of the year. And they believe it's real. They tell children not to dress up for Halloween, but then dress up their followers in nightmares. Figuratively, yes, but just as vivid. You're told to picture everyone you love dying, just to keep you obedient to them. If that's not using imagination for spiritism, I don't know what is. Reframing the Dark Origins. The article warns about dark origins and pagan roots, but the real darkness is how fear-based imagery keeps people from thinking freely. Did you get that? So their article warns about all this darkness, but the real darkness is how this fear-based imagery keeps their people from thinking freely. Halloween at least lets kids pretend. They pretend it's not real. Like Watchtower's real. The kids believe this Armageddon stuff is real. But Halloween at least lets the kids pretend, to play, to face fear with laughter. But Watchtower takes the same human instinct and turns it into guilt. They didn't cast out demons, they just replaced them with doctrine. That's the zinger.
Really want to play with something that Jehovah hates? Do you who we learned about at family worship? Who is this?
Adam and Eve.
Right. Did they obey Jehovah?
No.
Do you think Jehovah will be happy or sad?
Sad.
Yeah. Do you want Jehovah to be sad?
No! I don't want Jehovah to be sad with me.
No.
Section 4, the real magic of imagination. Well, imagination isn't evil. It's how we picture a better world, dream new ideas, and heal old pain. And when they tell you to suppress imagination, they're asking you to surrender your inner world. The part of you that questions, creates, and connects. They want you to abandon that, surrender it, and take on their imagination. So tonight, if you see a kid dressed as a ghost or witch, remember at least their imagination is still there. Watchtower fears imagination because it can't be controlled. But it's imagination that lets us see beyond fear and start to heal. So whether you light a candle, tell a story, or just share some candy with some kids, you're reclaiming something sacred. Your mind. Live your life with love. This is Vern. This is Fixing My Faith. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. And have a great Halloween. Well, before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank our Coffee Club supporters. These are the folks who help keep Fixing My Faith going. And I'm scrolling through them right now. And if you see your name, thank you for standing with us. But here's the thing. The best way you can support us is absolutely free. Over almost 60% of our viewers are not subscribed. So if you've been watching and getting value out of these videos, hitting that subscribe button tells YouTube to share this with more people who need it. So subscribe, like, and share. And we also run a completely free community. It's called xjwfriends.com. That's where you can find it on the website, xjwfriends.com. And then on the website, once you go there, there's a link to the private Discord channel. And that's where people have a lot of fun. People share their stories, they get support, and they can connect without judgment. That's what happens there. There's also people that will help coach, life coaches, counselors. There's all kinds of support at XJW Friends. And if you're waking up or just need to talk it out, that's where you want to go. So here's a link on screen in case you want to find it. And we also put a link in the descriptions of all of our videos. You can just go right down there and hit the link to the Discord community. So whether you are supporting through the Coffee Club or just clicking, liking, and subscribing, it all helps spread the message. And we want you to know that we appreciate you. Live your life with love, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.